Well, my next guest doesn't know the meaning of taking things slow. He is one of the top drag racers in the country, and he's here in our area before making a trip up to Bristol, making a pit stop, so to speak. Shawn Langdon is sitting here next to me, looking for wins this weekend. Can he do it? Let's go ahead and ask him. Can you do it?
Absolutely.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. So let's start off by talking a little bit about what you do. For people who may be first introduced to you right now, who are you? What are you about? What are you doing this weekend?
So we're racing out at Bristol this weekend. I drive the Coletta Air Careers Top Fuel Dragster. 345 miles an hour, racing 1,000 feet. Got to come out to experience it, though. I mean, I could talk about it all I want on TV, but being at the event is really what sells our sport. Being able to feel the power, hear the power, and experience it. Every takes a pit pass, come into the pits, get the autographs, see the guys work on the cars. So it's a great weekend, fun weekend.
How in the world did you even get into drag racing in the first place?
So I grew up Southern California. My dad was into it as a hobby. Him and his brothers in the 70s and 60s were obviously big into hot rods. So I kind of grew up into it on the weekends. I was really big into baseball as a kid, and so it's kind of a transition once I started getting older of kind of getting away from baseball a little bit, getting more involved with the drag racing. And it was just kind of one of the things where I just had opportunities and I was able to take advantage of a couple of them and get in the right seat with certain people and getting sponsors and kind of being able to start out in Southern California and branch out and starting to race the country, and then kind of led up into, this is my, 16th, 17th year driving Top Fuel now, so.
Wow.
Crazy.
And you said 345 miles per hour?
Yeah. Yep.
What does that feel like whenever you were in the driver's seat?
Really fast. The unfortunate thing about it is we only get to experience that for 3.6 seconds. It would be really fun to experience that for a lot longer, but when we take off on the starting line, it's about 4 Gs, and then as the clutch applies and it goes down the racetrack, you'll get up just about a little over 6 Gs on a run. So like we go 0 to 100 miles an hour in about 7/10 of a second. So they accelerate very fast. So you have to kind of be pretty adequate in the car of understanding it, and you know, seat time's a big thing for driving these cars, and they could throw you a lot of curveballs, that's for sure.
I'm sure, and the reaction time you've got to have, it must be impeccable.
Got to be quick. I mean, that's a big thing in our sport. Reaction time is being able to get off the starting line first, and if you can do that, then it's not as dependent on your car to be as quick, because you're able to get that starting line advantage. So anything you can bring as a driver is beneficial to the team.
That's awesome. So this weekend, obviously a great fun time, but there's even a bonus something happening on Friday. So talk about what's happening on Friday too.
So last weekend we were in Epping, New Hampshire, and we were able to make the final round there. So we were actually going for our 4th win in a row of the year. Mother Nature can't control that, came in and decided it didn't want to have any more racing. So they pushed the final off to Q2 this week. So we'll be able to run that Friday night, hopefully get the job done there, and then maybe go for our 5th win in a row Sunday out here at Bristol.
Oh, we are really excited to see what happens. And this isn't your first time at Bristol either. No,
so we've been coming here for, I guess, since 2009, and able to get a couple wins along the way, but love coming back every year. Bristol's a great facility. It's neat how it's kind of tucked into a little bit of a mountain, and it amplifies the noise. I mean, these things are loud as it is, but now you kind of get the echo of it and everything. It's a pretty cool setting.
Yeah, this whole experience that he's talking about, you can experience it for yourself. Just a short drive up to Bristol this weekend. Thank you so much for coming in studio and talking to us.
Thank you very much.
And good luck this weekend too.
We'll need all the luck we can get.
All right.